Good afternoon. My name is Gaetano Arato, and today I will be presenting a PowerPoint presentation on one of the gods of luck, Daikoku-ten, and his affiliation to the Gokokuin Temple in Tokyo. Daikoku-ten is one of the seven lucky gods in Japanese mythology, particularly the god of wealth, farmers, food, and good fortune. Daikoku-ten means God of the Great Darkness, but that name is not what it originally means or how it's understood in Japanese tradition. Daikoku-ten is originally derived from the Hindu deity Mahakala, whose name means Great Black One, associated with great death in Sanskrit. When Mahakala was brought into Buddhism and then into Japan, he was softened into a much more friendly deity, becoming one of the seven lucky gods and the god of wealth, prosperity, and good fortune. He's also known as the god of the five cereals being rice, wheat, barley, soybeans, and millet. The oldest image of Daikoku-ten in Japan is dated to the late Heian period between 794 and 1185. He's often depicted standing on bales of rice, carrying a large sack of treasure over his shoulder and holding a small mallet. His sack is said to contain wealth, wisdom, and patience. The mallet is similar to the Greek cornucopia and is said to miraculously produce anything desired when struck. A common practice says that believers are granted their desires by tapping a symbolic mallet on the ground 3 times and making a wish. His depiction has evolved over time. In his oldest image, installed at the Kenseonji Temple in the Fukuoka Prefecture, the statue depicts the deity with a fierce expression, dressed in armor, reminding us of his Hindu origin as a war god. Now, he's most commonly depicted as a cheerful and pudgy deity wearing a peasant's hat. The Yanaka pilgrimage is one of the oldest pilgrimages in Tokyo, dating back over 250 years. The pilgrimage expands over seven temple and shrine visits, each dedicated to a separate god of luck. Particularly, the sixth temple in the pilgrimage, the Gokokuin Temple, is dedicated to Daikoku-ten. The pilgrimage usually starts at the Togakuji Temple, which is a 5-minute walk from the Tabata station, as shown in the picture above. The picture below depicts the collectible stamps throughout the pilgrimage, which can only be collected between January 1st and January 10th during the new year. The history between Daikoku-ten and the Gokokuin Temple begins in 1639, when the third general of the Tokugawa shogunate, Tokugawa Iemitsu, donated the image of Daikoku-ten to the Gokokuin Temple. This was done in 1639, the 25th anniversary of the fall of Osaka Castle, and it was done in honor of the memorial service carried out to mourn the spirits of both Toyotomi and Tokugawa. For reference, Toyotomi and Tokugawa were prominent figures in the late Sengoku period of Japan, and are known for unifying the country after centuries of civil war. Since then, the Gokokuin Temple has been worshipped as a temple dedicated to the Daikoku-ten of Yanaka. Gokokuin is one of the 36 branch temples of Toisan Kaineiji Temple, also called Shakado. It was built by the third Tokugawa shogun Iemitsu in 1630 until it was burned down in 1717 and later rebuilt in 1722. The image of Daikoku-ten presented by Iemitsu in 1639 was said to be painted by Nobusana Fujiwara, one of the leading Japanese portrait artists of the 13th century, and given to Seinjun, a Buddhist priest of the highest rank and a founder of Gokokuin. Since then, the Daikoku-ten image still sits within the temple. Thank you for watching.